नहीं तालीम दी जाती उड़ानों की, महकना और महकाना तो काम है खुशबू का, खुशबू नहीं मोहताज होती कदरदानों की।
Without whom we would not be able to be shared here, and whose presence in itself matters a lot to the JV family.
Matter of great pleasure to find myself among the August gathering. Judicial officers, senior advocates, and our dearest and honorable.
Good morning, everyone. I am really honored and as well as very emotional today to stand in front of you for the Moot National Moot Court competition. First of all, let me extend my warm welcome and greetings to our honorable chief guest, Jayoti, former High Court Justice, and all the dignitaries, and my beloved CEO and advisor, sir.
Good morning, namaste, my dear students. The future of our nation, the future of our judicial world, future advocates, future honorable judges of this country. I am happy and delighted to be with you this morning at the National Moot Court competition being organized by a very famous, dynamic, vibrant Jayoti Vidyapeeth, a women's university which is rare to find throughout the country. I think it should be the second in Rajasthan, apart from Residentail. It's doing so well, especially for the women and girl students. Aditya Professor R.K. Patil sir, respected Shri Jagannath ji, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam Prabha ji, Aditya Uma Khan ji, Shri Gurja sir, the judicial officers we have.
To the society, to the peace of. Hence, I contended to this honorable court that the present matter is maintainable in the honorable Supreme Court. Now, if the honorable bench permits, the present counsel would like to proceed with issuing.
इसके साथ
Hate speech. The accused bears responsibility for the extensive damage incurred of the public property suffered by the individuals and their families. My Lordship, the legal contention posits that the gravity or the ramifications of the offences committed.
Not a review of the decision or the decree has been passed by the session court. There should be review. If you are not satisfied with the decree or the order of the session court, you may review about it. You may find the loopholes in it and may correct it. It's our law, it says.
Prosecution of Mukesh Yadav as he is the member of State Assembly. As globalization brought many changes which has positively affected our country, we possess extraordinary resources as well as talent tools to bring changes in our system. Therefore, the system which corrupt.
Your Lordship, please refer to page number 7, Statement of Jurisdiction. The Council, for the response hereby humbly submits to this honorable court's jurisdiction under Article 136 of the Constitution.
Commissions are established to examine complex or sensitive matters that require an in-depth analysis and evaluation for the motive to assist the general public. In the case of Central Bureau of Investigation and V versus BC Shukla and others, the investigation played a pivotal role in determining the verdict.
We're reserving 6 minutes for Sir. Council seeks permission to narrate the statement of jurisdiction before this honorable. Much honored. The Honorable Supreme Court of India has appellate jurisdiction to try, entertain and dispose the present matter by virtue of Article 136 of the Constitution, and the Council for respondent most humbly and respectfully submits to the jurisdiction.
The council seeks permission to start with the plea. I would like so. The first issue is whether the High Court was justified in setting aside Sessions Court order.
Public servants pertaining to prosecution for an offence while discharging official duties have to be safeguarded from harassment, and ordinary citizens do not need such.
No, the High Court did not. We can't, sir. It is not stated. Never it is stated in the given facts that any certificate has been issued by the High Court. So we can't presume this. It is a very big fact, and we can't presume it. So there was no certificate given.
Indemnity between different groups or grounds such as place of birth or residence are included in, and it also makes this harmony or feeling of.
Honorable Supreme Court entertained the criminal appeal and stated that in case of Prameshwar Mandal versus State of Bihar, it was stated that the right of victim to prefer an appeal in terms of said provision to section 372 is an unqualified right, and no leave to appeal or special leave is required to be obtained by him or her for the purpose as required by state for complainant for maintaining an appeal in terms of section 378 of the code.
As on page 23. Could you please explain that? Is there any holding of that report of commission, or will that be considered anywhere?
You read all these things in your argument.
Sir, they have clearly said it is not bounded, but the
Much offense. Issue number 3. Whether the sanction are required for the prosecution of Mukesh Yadav as he is a member of the State Assembly.
Supreme Court, here are some potential arguments that the respondent might put forth. D. Exhaustion of remedies. The state should have exhausted all available legal remedies before approaching the Supreme Court. The respondent might argue that the state did not explore alternative legals.
4 टीम्स जाएंगी सेमीफाइनल में, और मैं एक एक करके उनका टीम कोड अनाउंस करूँगा, ठीक है? ओके, टीम 1 that is going to semi-final round is 12.
Yes.
Team 18.
Team 18 shall be canteen.
Go out. 19. And 20.
Co-Chairman Bar Council Rajasthan, I extend a warm welcome to Mr.
हमारी बहन चेतना जी, आदरणीय रिटायर्ड जज साहब मुदिता जी, हमारी बहन सुषमा पारिक जी, पारिक साहब, यहाँ के डीन, रजिस्ट्रार, प्रोफेसर, जो भी यहाँ का स्टाफ, और मेरे वो भविष्य जिसको मैं चाहता हूँ कि हाईकोर्ट में वो वकील बन के आए, ना कि जज। सबको मेरा स्वागत है। मुझे दो ही जगह अच्छी लगती है जहाँ मैं फ्रिक्वेंटली बोल सकता हूँ। एक तो अपने घर में, जहाँ पत्नी का डर तो रहता है लेकिन फिर भी बोल देता हूँ। एक उस परिवार में जो वकील परिवार है।
On a material question of law violates the settled positions of law. In the present matter, Honorable High Court acquits Mukesh Yadav, who gave hate speech at the Triton Stadium on 16th February 2019. Also, the limitation period for filing an appeal has not been exhausted yet. Section 153A of Indian Penal Code prohibits citizens from creating disharmony, enmity or ill will between different groups.
दक्षिण के थे बहुत लंबे चौड़े, उनके फादर की तस्वीर थी, हमने जूते खोले, फादर की तस्वीर को नमस्कार किया, तो वो चीफ जस्टिस इंडिया साहब खुश हो गए। हम 5 लोग थे, हमारे डेलीगेशन गया, हम उनको बुलाना चाह रहे थे। मैं इंग्लिश भी जानता।
Mukesh Yadav, he was arrested. Session Court convicted him under Section 153A of IPC 1860, and the matter went to the High Court, but High Court acquitted him. Businessman, he captured a huge fame if he is stating that kind of speech, which is actually comes under the
process which might affect the citizens. I urge the Honorable Court to consider the impact of the sanction requirement on the integrity of our democratic institutions. Precedent that is already there. So when essentials of 153A are interpreted and provided through various judgments of Supreme Court, how does the question arises of offence under 153 being a debatable legal issue? The legal issue is clear through binding precedents. The same was held in Dr. Prabhakar Bhattwas' state of Karnataka. In the case, the sanction was not given by the appropriate authority as mentioned in section 196 clause 1 CRPC, so the accused was released. Thus, the council would like to conclude that sanction was required to prosecute Mukesh Yadav.
My learned counsel had stated some facts on which I want to grab your attention, that they are stating that why we are coming in the Honorable Supreme Court when we have the chance of Section 372. So we have already stated that we have approached to the High Court. Also in the present factual matrix, it is already stated that we have presented our appeal in the High Court, and from which the Honorable High Court acquitted.
Government is not bound by the Commission's report, Manmohan Commission report. It was suggested. Their contention was that, and you have interpreted it that they have told you that was bound. It was suggestive or
come under section 372, and under that section you have the right to appeal. So we are not telling that Mukesh Yadav is victim.
इसका जो रिजल्ट आया है सेमीफाइनल का टीम कोड 12 एंड नंबर 2 पे टीम कोड 90 190
promotes enmity through his speech and stating the words fitting reply to the protest in the maintaining the law and order clearly maintains the hate speech. Here, the decision rendered by High Court to acquit Mukesh Yadav for giving that hate speech violates the settled positions of the law. Also, in the case of Pravasi Bhalai Sangathan versus Union of India, the court elaborated that the speech humiliate and incite hatred to a particular group of people, to a particular community of people can be punished.
Law would be to betray the trust which is impressed upon the character of elected representatives as the makers and enactors of the law. Therefore, for the conviction of Mr. Mukesh Yadav, sanction is not necessary and having the sanction
Which are required to be done during the trial are done by the trial court as the magistrate took cognizance of the hate speech, calling for genocide, and we find great reluctance in among some of the authorities to book these people.
on the behalf of the respondent in response to the appeal filed under Article 132 and 134. Now, Your Lordship, if the bench is well versed with the facts and issues, the council would seeks permission to proceed with the pleadings.
Read with under Article 136 of Indian Constitution. The Council seeks permission if the Honorable Bench is well versed with the statement of facts. The Council seeks permission to proceed further with issue number 1.
आरोग्यम धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय JVWU नमोस्तुते।
Professor Dr. Department of Law, Dr. Hema Bhagila, Registrar, other dignitaries sitting on the dais, faculties, staff and students of Jayoti Vidyapeeth University, other students of other universities, participants in Moot, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you.
Justice, former Chief Justice, and the Chancellor, all the judges, all the participants, all the students, faculty members, I congratulate each and everyone present here because this is all your efforts which made this event a successful event, and we have conducted a successful national moot court competition 23-24. So तो सभी के एफर्ट्स को हमें अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए। Team member or team 18 and so huge round of applause for JVWU.
ऊपर देखो ऊपर सुनो इधर देखो सही पकड़ो इसको सर्टिफिकेट
best tutor, best researcher, best memorial winners, the students that had seen the 2-day Moot Court competition that were present there cheering for the students that were doing the